Alright guys, DJ Fedora here, and we've got another edition of Let's Talk For You. Yes, folks, we are everywhere. And today we're going to talk about yes, let's talk about Star Wars. Wasn't that beautiful? So, I have been reading some crazy things on the internet here in the past several days with regards to The Force Awakens and its impending sequels. And I must say that I have been rather distressed in some of the theories coming out here, especially concerning one mystery man whom nobody knows anything about, named Snoke. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of theories about who Snoke is, and also as to who people think he is. Well, no, how he relates to Rey and Finn and everybody else, and even Kylo Ren or Ben Solo. So, alright, let's dig right into this right now. So, the most popular theory that I have read so far, the one that seems to have the majority of the views and likes and everything like that, is going to be that Snoke is actually Mace Windu. Because, quote-unquote, Mace Windu supposedly should have been able to survive the jump out of the window, or fall, throw, jump, force, push, whatever, out of the window when he was being attacked by Emperor Palpatine. So that being said, people are saying, yeah, Mace Windu is Snoke because he was there to see the fall of the fall of the Republic, the rise of the Empire, because he was still alive. He knows all the history, everything that was going on, because he was alive during that time, and because Snoke apparently has been around for a while. So, I have to say, that is kind of a intriguing little tidbit of information out there. Mace Windu is Snoke. Snoke is Mace Windu. Okay. Interesting. So, other than the fact that, yes, a Jedi is pretty powerful, and yes, he should have survived a fall out of the window because he wasn't hit with a powerful enough dose of lightning to disfigure him or kill him yet. He should have been pretty much okay and able to recover, especially being thrown from that height. He should have been able to recover and use the Force and land it. And Jedis have taken arms cut off many times. Now, what we do know is that arms being cut off of Jedis have resulted in them passing out from the pain. And it has resulted in them being incapacitated due to the pain. So even though you're a Jedi, if you're not expecting your arm to get cut off, it's going to hit you hard. Now, I honestly think the pain from the lightning and the pain from the arm being cut off rendered him unconscious, and he was falling down to his ultimate demise because he was not able to wake up. His eyes were open, in the window because of the electricity. The electricity was making every single one of his muscles contract, thus having his eyes open. Oh, he's getting shocked. And then that final breath, as he gets thrown from the window, his lungs letting out the air because it was being contracted so hard, and that he was finally released from that electricity, and he goes flying. Guys, he died. Mace Windu is not Snoke. Another crazy theory I've heard is that Snoke is Darth Maul. Alright, seriously, you're gonna go there? He was sliced in half and fell down a freaking tunnel, a pit in the floor, or whatever that was, the reactor core vent, who knows. That's what I think it was they said that was a reactor core vent, that he was tossed down on Naboo when he fell. Wasn't tossed, but plummeted in 2 pieces. Guys, sorry, another loss there. Snoke is not Maul. Maul did not become Snoke. Maul, again, is dead. The only time he's been alive was in the extended universe, in that comic. But the fact that Maul could be Snoke is just stupid, because nowhere on Snoke's head is there any remnants or physical evidence of spikes, horns that he had grown, Maul. Plus the skin of Snoke is just way too pale. You gotta remember, Maul's skin was tattooed. Even if he suffered severe damage in battle, electricity, Sith lightning, whatever it may be, you're not going to get rid of tattoos like that fairly easy. And his skin was red in nature anyways. Now, anybody who knows anything about how skin degrades in color, the darker it is, it typically becomes a lighter tone of that darkness over age. Now, if a person's skin is red, he's not going to be pale when he gets older. He's going to be more of an orange color. And that red pigmentation is going to fade into one of its base colors, which is going to be kind of well, not a base color because red is a primary color, but a muted tone of red, which would be more of an orangish color, a light orange, even a pink maybe, but not pale. Now you can also argue, well, we haven't seen Snoke's real true skin color because he's only been a hologram. Alright, I give you that. But it sure doesn't look like it's red, and it sure doesn't look like it had any remnants of tattoos or horns that were growing out of his head. So there you go. Snoke is not Maul. So, who could he be? Well, got another theory. This is a good one. The next theory that we've got is that Snoke could be Darth Plagueis. You know, Darth Plagueis the Wise, who Emperor Palpatine told the legend of to Anakin Skywalker at the Galactic Opera. And that was in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So, the theory is that Plagueis was actually not killed, and that he has lived on and waited in the shadows to find his opportunity to rise again into power and take over the galaxy. This time doing it right, without a direct apprentice. Well, I'm sorry to say, folks, that Snoke is not Darth Plagueis either. I'm sorry, but Plagueis is dead. He's gone. I'm pretty sure that Palpatine did kill him. I don't think Palpatine was a stupid person by any means. He was very intelligent, very smart, and knew exactly what he was doing. He was very well calculated, or he wouldn't have pulled off what many Sith Lords had never been able to pull off to begin with. So, that being said, Emperor Palpatine was sure to make more than certain Plagueis was dead. He would have checked and double-checked and triple-checked that he was, in fact, certainly 100% and without a doubt dead. Undeniably and reliably dead. Just like the Wicked Witch of the East. In this situation, unfortunately, Dorothy was not there to drop a house on Plagueis, but Emperor was there to hit him with lightning and everything else. He made sure he was toast. In every sense of the word. So, the final theory out there that I have read that seems like the most plausible theory, and seems like the one that is going to be, in fact, the way that they do go in the movie in whichever direction. Oh, I'm going to throw another one out there that I read just real quick, is that he is Grand Moff Tarkin. Alright, again, guys, sorry, Tarkin is dead. He was aboard the Death Star 1 when the thing blew up into a billion, trillion, zillion pieces of nice, beautiful, incandescent space dust. Tarkin was blown up along with the Death Star. He's not Tarkin either. So, alright, and I lied again. I'm going to go one more theory out there. The other theory is that he is, in fact, Emperor Palpatine resurrected. And they're kind of going along the lines of Dark Shadows, that comic book that came out back in the 80s, I believe. 80s or early 90s from Dark Horse Comics. If Emperor Palpatine was resurrected, he wouldn't be going by the name of Snoke. He would make it perfectly clear that he was Emperor Palpatine and that he was in charge. So, back to the final theory that I was talking about. This final theory, like I said, seems to be the most plausible theory. The one that I think is the one that is actually going to be used in episode 8 and 9. This theory is that Snoke is 100% and without a doubt. Now, brace yourselves on this, guys. Brace yourselves. This is kind of hard to grasp. Snoke is actually a guy named Snoke who just happened to be waiting this whole time in the background, watching and waiting for his opportunity to jump in there like so many other dictators and evil people in the past. He was just waiting for his time, biding his moment so that he could jump in and take over the galaxy with the First Order. He could have been an officer in the Empire, or he could have been some kind of a diplomat in the past as well. Lawmaker, who knows? But the point is that he's a guy named Snoke, and he was waiting this whole damn time, and in the process of waiting, at some point he was attacked, or was in some kind of an attack, and got severely disfigured. And so now he sits there and rules the galaxy from an off-site location under a lot of medical attention so he can stay alive. And guess what? His name is not Palpatine. His name is not Plagueis, Maul, anything like that. It's Snoke. And he's an old man, and he just happens to know how to influence people, much the way that Palpatine did in the original series. And now in the final 3, you've got a new guy. And he's running things, and he's doing a damn good job at it. And unfortunately, though, just like everybody, they undermine and they do not think twice about what the Jedi are doing. And they always sit there and say, well, we're going to make sure the Jedi doesn't do anything this time. But it never works out because the Jedi always come back and kick butt. So, yeah, there you go. Now, next one, we're going to definitely talk about Rey and the theories that they have on her parenting and how she falls in line with people like Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker, Snoke, and other individuals like that. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to talk a little more about the series coming up, and we'll even talk again about Rogue One. We'll go into some of that stuff and some of the cool things we've heard about that. So I'm sure, like I said, you guys have heard all this before at some point in time. I just kind of wanted to put it all in one little quick video and kind of just hit real quickly on every one of those theories and tell you exactly why it's not going to be any of those, and what I really do think will be the situation, and that's he's a guy named Snoke, and he knew how to run things, and he waited until the proper time to jump in there and make it happen, and that's exactly what's going on. So guys, just want to remind you, hey, we are not anonymous, but we are everywhere, and until we talk to you again and we can talk about something else, we bid thee farewell. Good night.